looking at you, looking at me for the pay cut. Bahamas, I be looking at you from the face down. One Mac 11, even boom with the bass down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Painkillers only put me in the twilight. But pretty pussy and Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me, reaping everything I stole. So my karma come in heaven, no preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a motherfucking gangster, silence for the record. Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone great. Trying to decide my face this all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. Nigga, when our pride was low, looking at the world like where do we go? Nigga, and we hate po-po, wanna kill us dead in the street for sure. Nigga, I'm at the preacher's door, my knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
What you want? You a house, you a car, 40 acres and a mule, a piano with guitar, anything. See, my name is Lucy, I'm your dog. Motherfucker, you can live in the mall. I can see the evil, I can tell it. I know it's illegal, I don't think about it. I deposit every other zero, thinking of my partner. Put the candy, betting on the Rico, digging in my pocket. And I profit, big enough to feed you every day. My logic, get another dollar just to keep you in the presence of the Chico. I don't talk about it, be about it. Every day I see you. If I got it, then you know you got it. Heaven, I can reach you. Pet dog, my dog, that's all. Big back and chat, I trust it back for y'all. I rap, I'm black on track, so rest assured. My rights, my wrongs, I'm right till I'm right with God. When you know we've been hurt, been down before. Nigga, when our pride was low, looking at the world like where do we go? Nigga, and we hate po-po, wanna kill us dead in the street for sure. Nigga, I'm at the preacher's door, my knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright.
I keep my head up high. I cross my heart. Love me and stop me. Too afraid of my changes. I'm alright in your favor. Dark nights in my prayers.
Hey cousins, what's up y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Hope y'all having a good one, enjoying your Monday night. If you haven't, please do me a favor and smash that like button on your way in. I would appreciate that. Share this video as well. Hold on, that is too loud. That is too loud. So I wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna stream today, but I'm just sitting here. I'm supposed to be watching the game, but I can't watch the game. I can't watch the game. The UConn versus Michigan game. My nerves are too bad right now to watch the game. So I'm like, let me go and talk to my cousins to get my mind off of it. But yeah, a couple of things have been popping off over the weekend. Excuse me. Oh my God. A couple of things happened over the weekend, and today we had a few things in the headlines. So wanted to come see how y'all feeling. Hope y'all doing good. And what y'all think of these trending topics, of course. Before we get started, let's get our roll call popping off. Again, shout out to my mods always holding down the chat. Appreciate, love y'all so much. Shout out to Demi. Shout out to Unapologetic. Shout out to Raphael. Shout out to Tam, Kayla, Kirsten, Kwani, Rita, whoever else is in the building. Appreciate y'all. Y'all already know the routine. Anybody get weird, I don't care what it is. Don't even second guess it. Put their asses in the bushes. But yeah, shout out to TT. Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to Nicolette. Hey, cousin. Hey, Olika. What's going on? What's up? What's up? Shout out to King. Appreciate you pulling up. Shout out to TT. Love Child, Stephanie in the building. What's going on? Belize, what's going on, cousin? Rain, I hope that's how I say it. Rain, what's going on, cousin? BXE Money, what's going on, cousin? How you feeling today? We got Natalie in the building, Babyface J, End of the World, what's going on? Tiff in the building, what's up, Tiff? Big King Energy, what's going on? Who shot you? Somebody done powed Offset at the casino. We gonna get into that in a second. But yeah, that's what they saying. Hey Lisa, what's up? What's up? What's up, King Q? What's going on? How you feeling? Khalifa in the building, JP in the building, K-Way. What's going on, cousin? How you feeling? Sarah in the building. Hey Bing. What's up? What's up, India? Hey, cousin. Thank you for donating to the channel and helping towards the goal. Appreciate you. I hope you're doing good. Loon in the building. What's up? What's up? Linda in the building. What's up? What's up? What's up? Uh, how do I say that? Dore, I think that's your name. Hope. Sorry if I fucked that up. I be fucking people name up, and I hate it because I hate when people fuck my real name up. So sorry if I messed your name up. LaQuasha in the building. What's going on? We got the other Tiff in the building. What's up, gang gang? Simply J. Thank you again, LaQuasha. Appreciate you donating. Lemon Kit. What's up? Royal Jenkins. Muhammad, appreciate you. So that's the roll call. Want to show everybody some love who always showing me some love. Thank you very much. So to start this off, y'all see the title. I also wanted to talk about Kanye West as well. He's not listed in the title, but we're gonna talk about Kanye West as well. But shout out to the Atlanta Dream who acquired Angel Reese. I will do my best this year to make a couple games down at the Atlanta Dream facility. They need to be moving the games to State Farm because it is about to be a movie for sure. So shout out to Atlanta for inquiring at Angel Reese. I'm glad she was able to get the fuck out of Chicago. Chicago is such a fucking poverty franchise. I've never seen a franchise be able to get so many talented players, legendary players. Elena Deladon, um, Candace Parker, what is her freaking name? Kalia from I think she's now in Phoenix. I think she was also on the Chicago Sky. Now Angel, and they just don't know how to keep star players happy. They don't even have a fucking facility. They're finally getting a facility. They had them playing in like a fucking YMCA rec room. Just ghetto. Just ghetto. So I am happy for Angel Reese for getting out of poverty. She's now with the Atlanta Dream. She's easily in playoff contention this year. I mean, last year Atlanta was in playoff contention. So she's going to be playing with Brittany Griner more than likely. I don't know if Brittany Griner is going to come off the bench, but um, Alicia Gray is there. They got a little squad, so she's definitely something catastrophic has to happen for them not to make the playoffs this year. So shout out to Andrew Reese. I will definitely be pulling up, trying to get some courtside seats because it is going to be a lit summer for sure on the WNBA circuit. Definitely. So yeah, so I wanted to shout out her as well because we don't really talk about sports on here that much. But if y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know I'm a big sports person outside of hip hop. If I'm not tweeting about something hip hop or entertainment related, I'm talking about basketball. So wanted to start incorporating that into the stream some more and showing some love to the ladies, especially. The other night, UCLA ended up winning the women's college basketball championship. South Carolina dealt to ass. And that's not even me trying to be funny because they beat my girls in the previous game. But South Carolina, y'all gotta realize you have to show up every game. You cannot just show up for UConn and give your best just to UConn and then start looking crazy in the next game. Like that's just not how it works. But again, shout out to UCLA for winning the women's college basketball championship. Right now, my UConn men is playing. I am not watching it because my nerves are bad. So hopefully they pull it out against Michigan, but we shall see. Um Shout out to the Bruins. I don't know what it is in the water, but LA has been winning so much since what 2003, 2023, 2024. They have been winning so fucking much. Somebody got to put a stop to the LA sports, entertainment, whatever. We cannot keep letting LA win like this, okay? Somebody got to step it up because LA is out here getting W after W after W after W in all sectors of entertainment. Crazy. But again, shout out to them. I haven't watched WA basketball since 1999. Well, cousin Nikki, you gotta start tuning in because the W is where it's at right now. The ladies, they're not getting paid as much as they should be getting paid, but they're finally getting their just due when it comes to them getting paid. Angel Reese is when she came in the WNBA, like what, this is gonna be her third season. So 2 seasons ago on her rookie contract, her contract was only like 80K because recently they did their negotiation. Her new contract is gonna be like 400K. So the WNBA is on the up and up. So you should tune in because the ladies, they doing their thing. The ladies are more popular than ever. So definitely show them some love. What I got next? What I got next? Hold on. Um, Isaiah Rashad is on his way. Shout out to him. Shout out to TDE. But they have been teasing. I don't know if this is his album or what. I don't know if this is just a single, maybe, or is it the album? But Isaiah Rashad, he is coming next. So third year already getting trading. Miss Mick Chilson. What's up, cousin? Do you watch the WNBA? Do you watch the WNBA? Because Andrew Reese wanted that trade. If you watch the WNBA and you see what the Chicago Sky was doing, she needed to be freed from poverty. And I am so glad it worked out in her favor because she needed to fucking go. This isn't a trade because they wanted to get rid of her. No, this is a trade because she demanded to be traded, not because they wanted to get rid of her. Let's be clear on that. Not saying that's what you're insinuating, but I need people to understand she wasn't traded because they didn't want her. She was traded because she wanted to be let go of. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for new Isaiah Rashad. It has been how many years, y'all? It's been a very long time. I think what, maybe 5 years from his last project that he's released music. He's been gone. He's had some controversy. I even see people bringing that shit up now like it actually means something. Oh, is he gonna be rapping about boys? If he is, so what? Who cares if he's rapping about boys? Is the raps good? You either listen to it or you don't listen to it. I don't give a fuck who he's rapping about. I don't care if he's rapping about women. I don't give a fuck if he's rapping about men. Is the raps good? Is the music good? That's all I care about. I posted earlier under the community tab. I reposted it on Twitter because Punch, Schoolboy Q, Dochi, who else? AZ Chike, Rayvon, Sir, a few people from TDE. They've all been tweeting this "It's been awful" um name on Twitter, and there's people like, "Oh, I remember he was sucking dick." Y'all are weird. Why is that the first thing you're thinking about when you see this man? As a man, why do you care that this man is sucking dick? And who cares if he sucks dick? He's a good dick sucker. I saw the video. No shade. Like, I could learn a few things from him. He's a good dick sucker and he can rap better than a lot of y'all favorites. So that sounds like a win-win to me. I don't know. But again, anyway, like I said, I am looking forward to new Isaiah Rashad. Um, Whenever it's gonna come, um, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be seated and I'm gonna be listening to it. So shout out to Isaiah Rashad for coming outside. We need some new music. Moni after dark a little early. No, no, no. No, 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 no. We keeping it PG. But I'm just saying, like, but you're grown ass men talking to some. Oh, I remember he's on camera sucking dick. Oh, he's on camera. He like boys. So what? A lot of you niggas like boys too. So what are you talking about? Do you realize the way you act over your favorite rapper? A lot of y'all are in love with y'all favorite rappers too. A lot of y'all, if given the opportunity, would suck your favorite rapper's dick too. So don't try to judge Isaiah Rashad because he's living in his truth. Shut up. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Um, Next up, shout I don't know, should I shout him out? But shout out to Offset because apparently he got shot. um, TMZ is reporting TMZ is reporting that Offset was shot at a casino in Florida. Allegedly he was shot in the leg and it's not any like critical type of condition or anything like that so far. That's what they initially reported. Hold on, let me go back to the story and see if there's been any update so far because initially there wasn't much updates. Um So it says scary update involving Offset. The former Migos rapper was shot near a popular casino in Florida. A rep for the rapper confirms to TMZ. Offset was shot Monday near the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Hollywood, Florida. Per the spokesperson, Offset is fine and is currently at the hospital receiving medical care. The rep added he is stable and being closely monitored. A rep for the Seminole County Police tells TMZ, we are aware of an incident that occurred at a valet area after 7 p.m. Monday outside the Seminole Hard Rock Hollywood hotel or casino that resulted in non-life-threatening injuries to an individual who was transported to Memorial Regional Hospital in Hollywood. The rep added, similar police were on site immediately and the situation was contained quickly. 2 individuals have been detained by police. The investigation is ongoing. The site is secure and there is no threat to the public. Operations continue as normal. Offset me. I don't want to read that last line because there's no point in TMZ mentioning Takeoff. But yeah, y'all wild congratulated him almost passing. Um, who's congratulating? Who's congratulating? Um, I don't know if anybody's congratulating. Maybe I missed it in the chat. I don't know. But um yeah, he's fine at least. That's a good thing, right? He's fine. But Offset, brother, you got to get away from these casinos. Every time you're in the headline, if you're not cheating if you're not being caught with a Instagram groupie or prostitute, you're always being caught at a fucking casino looking crazy. Now you get shot outside of a casino. Why are you always at the casino? Take your ass home with those kids. You got like 19 children. Maybe that's why he's always at the casino, trying to get some money for all those fucking kids. Shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. Likely he owes somebody money, probably. That's what they've been saying. They've been saying like he has a gambling addiction. He runs through a lot of money. I think even Cardi B said that he has an addiction to gambling, that he's tried to use up a lot of her money um on gambling. I remember like a year or two ago, he was recorded being kicked out of the casino. And then I think literally last week, some guy was recording him at the casino, and Offset was arguing with the guy at the casino. Granted, Offset was telling a guy, like, don't record me. Like, I'm here at the casino, I'm getting money, and I don't want people to know that I'm at the casino. Like, that could be a dangerous situation for me. And I totally understand that. That's definitely a safety issue. But brother, you got to leave the casino alone. Seriously. You have to leave the casino alone, because now the rumors are that you owe somebody money. And because you ain't had that money, they shot your ass in the leg. Again, that's the rumor on the Twitter streets. TMZ, of course, didn't put that in the article, but that's the rumor on the Twitter streets, that he owed somebody money. They pressed him. And because he had that money, they shot him in the leg. Again, thank God he's good. He's in stable condition. But my brother, you gotta let that go. You gotta kick that gambling addiction and find another way. I'm pretty sure there's some performances you can book to get some money that you may need. Um, I do know they said you're refusing to sign the divorce papers from Cardi B because you want her to pay your debts, and she's refusing to pay your debt. So that's why the divorce has been prolonged. But you got to do something. Who the fuck is TJ? TJ was with him? Who the hell is TJ? And how the fuck he get shot? This is, bruh, everybody need to get it together. Seriously. Everybody need to get it together. Lil TJ from New York, what the hell they doing together? I didn't know they was cool. There's a lot going on. Exactly, Wayne. What the fuck is going on? Little Kwani, little TJ is the one who was on the stream with Black Boy Max, and Black Boy was trying to tell him, I think, not to smoke, and he got mad. Is that who that is? I'm thinking that's who that is. Oh, he got a death wish. Getting shot 6 times is crazy. When are you gonna learn your lesson? You got shot 6 times. And he discussing it. Okay, I thought that's who that was. That's crazy, but well wishes to Offset. I have nothing else to say. Just well wishes, speedy recovery to Offset. Well wishes, speedy recovery to Lil TJ or whatever his name is. But you niggas need to sit the fuck down, because that could have ended very, very bad. Seriously. I guess that's one more time than 50 Cent. I don't know. Maybe he going for a record of seeing how many times he can get shot. I don't know what's going on with these people. They be living reckless lives. For real. Um, let's see what else I got. Um, let's talk about Kanye West. 50 was shot 9 times. I think that's actually that's the story, but I think I read somewhere recently where that was has always been fabricated and over exaggerated for his public image. Um I think he got shot at that many times, but he didn't actually get hit that many times. I don't know if it's true or not. Don't, you know what? Forget I even said that. I take that shit back. Cause getting shot that many times is fucking crazy. Um, but I don't even I don't baby mama say he got shot five. Okay, I know I wasn't bugging. I'm like, I know I heard that somewhere before that he wasn't actually shot 9 times. Um, but still, being shot 1 time is too much for me, to be honest. That shit is too much for me. So, yeah. uh, but yeah, so shout out, not shout out, but Kanye West, um, he recently had a concert at SoFi Stadium where he had two back-to-back nights sold out. He performed his classic material. I think he performed songs from his new album, Bully. A lot of people showed up to support Kanye West. There was a live stream. I think on Saturday night, I think there was a live stream of the concert on YouTube. I actually was forced to watch it with my man. I'm low key thinking like this might be my last strike of this nigga actually being my man, because why would you make me watch a Kanye West concert? I'm feeling like this house is not a home. If you think it was smart to make me sit and watch Kanye's concert. So I think we might need to go our separate ways, to be honest. Like, I don't get it. But I watched it, y'all. I watched it so y'all didn't have to watch it. So I can give y'all the recap. I'll just look at it like that at this point. But I watched it. The visuals were good. Half the time I could barely see him. It was so smoky and foggy, the lights glitching. I swear, if you had epilepsy, you would probably pass the fuck out with all of the light glitching and shit like that. For the people who bought tickets to be front row or in the quote unquote pit, I know you niggas were pissed off because his stage was this globe and he's on top of the globe. So imagine buying tickets to be face level with a person at least, but he's all the way in the fucking sky and you have to strain your neck to look up the entire concert. Like that would have pissed me the fuck off. It really would have pissed me off. But yeah, like I said, I watched the concert. The stage design was pretty cool. Um However, the performance, terrible. Kanye West is not the Kanye West of old. How he used to perform, he used to backtrack the entire concert. At certain points, he was using the auto tune while he's singing, but like I've never heard someone use auto tune and you can still hear how horrible they sound when they're singing. Like his voice was cracking every time he attempted to sing. um Half the time he didn't even perform, it was like karaoke. Then he had some special guests. If I remember correctly, I believe Travis Scott came out. um CeeLo Green came out at one point. I believe Northwest, of course, she came out. I have nothing negative to say about anyone's child. I don't like to talk about people's children. However, I personally think they need to direct her talent elsewhere That's the most positive way that I can say it without talking negatively about someone's child. Um, then Lauren Hill, she also was there to perform. Lauren Hill doesn't show up for shit. However, she showed up for a neo-Nazi. So I guess that's cool. I guess that's interesting. She brought out her sons to perform. One thing about Lauren Hill, she's going to bring her sons, and her sons are going to perform because I mean they're not performing anywhere else outside of maybe where they're from, but Lauren Hill is definitely always going to bring her sons to perform. They did All Falls Down. I don't know if you guys know, but All Falls Down with Selena Johnson. The original sample is Lauren Hill, but Lauren Hill or her label didn't clear it back then, so they made Selena Johnson sing um the sample for them to be able to um I guess turn the album in. But I guess last Saturday was the first time they performed together, Lauren Hill and Kanye West. The odd thing about that though is the background vocals were Selena Johnson, and Erica Badu was singing on, I mean, not Erica Badu, Lauren Hill was singing on top of Selena Johnson's vocals. If she is going to sing on top of Selena Johnson's vocals, you should have just brought Selena Johnson out if that was the case. Like, why did you bring out Lauren Hill just to still play Selena Johnson's background vocals? Like, that shit didn't make sense. And then repeatedly, like at least 6 different times that night, they stopped the music. They kept making the engineer stop the music, or they kept making the engineer re-loop the music. Like, it was just a hot fucking mess, the concert. It was a hot ass mess. Um, but of course, people loved it. They're like, "Oh, that was the best concert they've ever seen in their life. He's the greatest performer of all time." I'm like, y'all are just y'all are ridiculous. If you think that was the best performance you had ever seen in your life. Again, like I said, visually, it was pleasing to a certain degree. His stage designs are always fantastic. They're always good. They're always visually pleasing. But outside of that, it was a two at best. A two at best. That's it. But y'all will take the bare minimum from Kanye West. It doesn't matter what he does, y'all will take the bare minimum because you're so stuck on nostalgia and the fact that he gave you My Beautiful Twisted Dark Fantasy, whatever it's called, or The College Dropout. Y'all are still holding on to those things that you can't even tell the truth of what's being presented in front of you. This man had the background track on every single song, and in each song he rapped 5% of it. 5% of it. Like, I don't get it. But the concert was successful. His people did show up for him. I seen some people saying how, oh, black people showed up. No, there was of course black people in the crowd, but the predominant people that were in the crowd when they showed the people in the crowd were always white people. And I don't know why people are trying to act like it was black people who showed up for him when we know what concert culture is. You can go to any concert, the people that you're going to see, the majority of there is typically white people, unless you're going to a specific kind of concert. Like if you're going to an older act, a legacy act, especially like R&B spaces, you'll likely always see black people. But if you're going to like hip hop spaces, pop spaces, the majority of the crowd is usually white people. Period. And then, of course, there's the celebrities who showed up to support him. Chloe Bailey is getting her back kicked in. They are dragging Chloe Bailey something serious. I believe Coyle Ray showed. There's like a whole list somewhere of people who showed up to this concert. I can't even remember all of the names that were listed on the list, but there was a lot of people listed on that list who showed up to support Kanye West. Niecy Nash was on that list. Coyle Ray was on the list. Um, Chloe Bailey. Who else was on the list? I can't even remember. think 2 Chains. I don't know. I don't remember, but like I said, Chloe Bailey is getting her back kicked in, and reasonably so. Like people are upset with Chloe Bailey because Chloe has an unnatural allegiance to abusers for whatever reason. I don't get it. She likes to align herself with men who have questionable passes. Like I tweeted, like if you want to find an abuser, 9 times out of 10, Chloe Bailey is right there somewhere supporting them. Um, so she was there at the concert. People have been calling her out because of the things that Kanye West has said about her mentor, Beyonce, her management, which is connected to Beyonce. Um, yeah, so they're they're just kicking her back in. Oh yeah, Erica Badu was there. The Game, Dave Chappelle. Okay, thank you, unapologetic, because for some reason I could not remember. Um, but yeah, all those people showed up for Kanye West. They don't care if he's aligned himself with Donald Trump. They don't care if he's said, "Oh, I'm a neo-Nazi." They don't care if he's making songs called Hail Hitler. They don't care if he's on social media talking about how he knows he's an abuser and how sometimes women deserve to be hit. They don't care that he's showing up for Diddy in court because his name and his wife's name came up as being a part of freak offs with Diddy and Cassie. Like, they don't care about these things. Kanye West can likely shoot a dog on camera, rip its guts out, and people will still show up for him. They will still show up for him. And I mean, if that's what you want to show up for, then cool. I'm not, it don't make me no, never mind. I just know personally I can't show up or support Kanye West. So that's why I have no sympathy for the fact that all of these sponsorships for Wireless Festival have been pulling out of the festival, and they don't want to work with Wireless Festival because Kanye West is headlining. Kanye is supposed to headline live in London in July, 3 dates: July 10th, July 11th, July 12th. He's supposed to headline the festival, and multiple uh sponsors have pulled out. I believe Pepsi was the first to do so. Then PayPal, Rockstar, Diego, which I think is like the liquors. They've all pulled out, um, and they want nothing to do with Kanye West. So I don't feel bad. I don't have no type of sympathy. I just don't. I heard SZA liked the post about Kanye concert. Yeah, I saw the post as well. They was dragging her too. Um, also too, Kendrick security was there. J Real was there. Kendrick and the security guard was there. A lot of people showed up to attend this concert. A lot of people showed up to attend it. Cause it ain't that the truth. I'm just glad we can finally move away from the death of Kanye's mother as the excuse for his behavior. I've always hated this excuse, and I always thought it was not fair to his mother for y'all to continuously put her passing as the reason that this man says and does the things that he does. His mother passing is not responsible for him harassing women. Like, this man has a couple sexual assault lawsuits pending. This man is supported Diddy. This man, even Iggy Azalea even came out and said it, like, the first time I met this man, he texts my phone and he's showing me his private parts or whatever it is that she said. Basically, he violated her the first time he ever met her. This is a man who says slavery was a choice. This is a man who pivoted to the church, pivoted to God created an entire school, and in this school was feeding the kids sushi every day. In this school, this church, he's preaching the quote unquote word of God, but he's selling merchandise for $400. And now he no longer pushes that those ideals anymore, because now he's selling swastikas on the internet. He's promoting Hitler. That's what he's doing. And we're supposed to go up for it because he copied a cartoon animation and made a cool stage. We're supposed to support that. We're supposed to look past all of that. No, that's not how it works. And that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like a cult. It definitely feels like a cult. I see there are some creators who have been getting dragged for supporting Kanye West, because they will kick another artist's back in, but then turn around and ignore everything Kanye West does. And my thing is, I really don't care what creator promotes what creator does what type of content. But I always tell y'all need to be mindful of who y'all support and who y'all push. Because if somebody can kick one person's back in, but then turn a blind eye and not keep the same energy for their favorite, you should not be engaging in their content. That's just me personally. But again, I'm not here to tell people what to consume and what not to consume. But that is why I always say, even if I come on here and tell y'all something, still have your own opinion, still have your own mind. Because at the end of the day, now you're upset because you supported this person, and now you see the light that they don't really stand for shit. Their morals that they're putting on other people, that shit is fake. It's very hypocritical. It's very hypocritical. If I hold one artist to one standard, I'm supposed to hold the other artist to that same standard, and not ignore the fact that he got sexual assault allegations, not ignore that he's pushing fucking Nazism. Like, what, he's selling swastikas. He said slavery was a choice. He disrespected Harriet Tubman. Like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? And we're supposed to just support him because he's a black man and because he's bipolar. Listen, I know what it's like to have a mother who was bipolar. I know what it's like. Kimberly never turned into a fucking neo-Nazi. Again, everyone's symptoms are different. I understand it. But I know what it's like when somebody's sick. 9 times out of 10, you're not turning into a fucking neo-Nazi. You're not saying that you love Hitler, who killed thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Like, what are we talking about? Perfect example. Perfect example, because a lot of these people will drink the Kool-Aid. They will drink the Kool-Aid and they will give their life just to say, I supported Kanye West. Like, it doesn't work like that. And then I see people, not gonna lie, I care about what he did to black people, not Jews. Great point, Just Jay. Great point. Because I seen some people who were talking about how none of these sponsorships or publications, they didn't care about the things that Kanye West said about black people. And I think that is 100% reasonable to point out, because that is a great point. None of them actually cared that he said the things that he said about black people, about black culture, about black revolutionaries. They didn't give a fuck, right? I think that's a great point. My only issue with that, and I'm not saying this is you, Just Jay, because you're obviously not supporting Kanye West, but my issue is I see a lot of people saying that who are people who support Kanye West. That's where I have an issue with that saying, because don't tell me you're on the timeline supporting Kanye West, thinking it is okay for him to say and do the things that he's saying and doing, but then also saying, well, you sponsorships didn't give a fuck about what Kanye West said about black people because you didn't drop him then. You don't give a fuck about the things that Kanye West said about black people either because you're still supporting him. So how can you hold those sponsorships responsible for the things that he said about black people when you don't even hold him responsible for the shit that he said about black people because you think it's okay for him to get on the internet and say slavery was a choice. You think it's okay for him to get on the internet and disrespect people's children, call people's children retarded. So I don't want to hear that shit. I can agree with that if Judge Jay is saying that because she's 100% correct because she does not support Kanye West. But you niggas who do support Kanye West, I don't want to hear you regurgitating that bullshit because it's hypocritical. It's hypocritical. Hey, pretty Mimi, appreciate you pulling up. But yes, Offset is okay. Um, Offset is good. TMZ reported that he got shot. They did not say where he got shot, but the word on Twitter is that he got shot in his leg, at the casino. So he is good. But exactly. And he didn't give them an apology or the kids an apology for calling them that word. Exactly. Even in the letter that he wrote and he put it in the New York Times, mind you, he only put it in the New York Times because one, not many people really read the New York Times, but he wanted a certain section of people to see that letter. He wrote that letter. He apologized to the Jewish community. He went and he kissed the rabbi's feet and all types of shit. And then at the bottom of the page, he gave the black community one sentence, two at the most, saying, thank you for supporting me through all of this. And that's it. But he gave those other people 3 to 4 paragraphs explaining why he did this, explaining why he did that. He doesn't give a fuck about black people. He doesn't give a fuck about y'all at all. He does not care. And I don't feel any sympathy that the big brands are pulling their sponsorships from the Wireless Festival in London. I don't care. I don't care that Pepsi doesn't want anything to do with the sponsorship. I do not care PayPal doesn't want anything to do, Diego, Rockstar, whoever else. I don't care. And then they're saying wireless is supporting him still. Wireless is basically standing by him. And I think that's cool. If you wanna stand by him, that's dope. Stand by him. But the prime minister and them, they're trying to ban him from being able to even enter the UK. So what's gonna happen if he gets banned from being able to enter the UK? What are you gonna do? Hmm? What are you gonna do at that point? He briefly kind of apologized to black people, but his apology should be as loud as his offense, and he should apologize to DV victims too. Yeah, he put like two sentences in that letter to the black community. I have absolutely nothing for Kanye West. I don't feel bad. This man said he is a Nazi. This man said he loves Hitler. He made Nazi merch and he sold it on the same website a couple months ago that he was previously selling Jesus related, gospel, church related merchandise? How do you go from selling church merchandise, I love you Jesus merchandise, to selling neo-Nazi merchandise, Hitler merchandise? He made a song praising Hitler. He wore a shirt that said white lives matter to go against Black Lives Matter. Like, he didn't wear the shirt white lives matter just to wear the shirt that or just to wear the shirt just to say white lives matter. No, he made sure to wear that shirt against Black people. He was friends with Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, who don't, but Charlie Kirk doesn't believe Black people deserve rights. He was friends with them. He was buddies with them. Kanye West, if I am not mistaken, Kanye West was the first artist to put on a Trump hat and go sit in the White House with Donald Trump. If I'm not mistaken. Chrisette Michelle got canceled though. And she did the inauguration. Kanye West, if I'm not mistaken, Kanye West said that George Floyd died from a fentanyl overdose. Let me Google that to make sure I'm not remembering shit. Yes. Kanye West blames George Floyd's death on fentanyl, not the police officer who kneeled on his neck. That's what Kanye West was doing. That's what Kanye West was doing. Kanye got on Twitter and said, Kanye got on Twitter and said, they claim Kendrick beat up his queen, but they got Diddy on tape. Sometimes I beat my women too. He tweeted that. That's what he tweeted. Admitting to beating women. The hoodie that Cassie was wearing when she was trying to run and leave the hotel, when she was in front of the elevator. Kanye found the hoodie and put it on the internet to sell it. That's what he did. He sold the hoodie. He is nuts, and we're supposed to think the shit that he's doing is okay. Again, he tweeted, I'm a Nazi. He tweeted, I love Hitler. Now what, bitches? Now what? They're canceling all of your sponsorships. That's what. That's what, Kanye. Like, I can't believe he did that. He posted the screenshot of Cassie in the hoodie and said, the love hoodie, available now, Yeezy.com. He tweeted, when a man truly loves a woman, he may express it in rage. I empathize with both sides. That's what he said about Cassie. That he understands why Diddy did what he did to Cassie. He didn't just say crazy things. He openly admitted to hitting women. That nigga tweeted, Cardi beat women, I beat women, but everybody hate Diddy. Come on, bro. Like, I just see people and I just laugh because it's like, is there anything y'all wouldn't forgive Kanye West for? Like, what is the line? Like, where do you draw a line in the sand? Like, when do you stop supporting certain people? If it's taken away from Kanye West, because we see it so often. We see how people are moving now when it comes to Diddy. When he come when Diddy comes home, I promise you they are going to throw a parade for him because people don't give a fuck. They don't care about the well-being of women. The only time they care about black women is when they're holding black women responsible for doing something bad. Chrisette, like I said, Chrisette Michelle can't even book a stage because she performed at the inauguration. Chili right now is getting her back broke all over the internet because she got caught supporting Donald Trump, donating to Donald Trump, nonprofits and organizations, retweeting terrible things about Michelle Obama. Nicki Minaj, cooked, cooked. And granted, every single one of them deserve to have their back kicked in, rightfully so. But I just find it so funny how women are always held to the fire. But these men, they can rape women, they can molest kids, they can beat women, they can steal from women, they can do any and every fucking thing. But y'all just look the other way. Y'all look the other way. And that shit is sad. And the only man right now who who's getting it terribly is because of who his wife is. That's the only reason why a lot of y'all hate Jay-Z. Y'all hate Jay-Z because of who his wife is, because you want to hurt her. The amount of discourse that I saw surrounding Beyonce in regards to Diddy because she took photos with him at work events is alarming. They were saying this girl killed Tupac. They were saying she murdered Tupac. They told us that she killed Aaliyah. They told us that Beyonce did not have Blue Ivy, that her mother, Blue Ivy's mother, is some lady named Catherine. They had a fucking she knows trend on TikTok. J. Cole song calling Beyonce everything but a child of God. Meanwhile, Kanye West is showing up in court supporting him, but y'all still showing up to his concerts. Y'all still want to pop ass and smoke hookah to Kanye West music, and he's actually showing up and supporting Diddy. Y'all had She Knows trending, saying that Beyonce knows what the fuck is going on. Meanwhile, here you got J. Cole talking about some, oh, I don't want to give the world more ammo to kick Diddy when he's down. What is happening? What the fuck is happening? Y'all are holding women more responsible for crimes that men commit that they have nothing to do with. It just does not make sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. Shout out to the cousin K-Way. A lot of these motherfuckers are on the wrong side of history. None of these fools make a song nor a product I can't live without. F them all. Exactly. Like, I don't like y'all music that much to the point that I can look past you talking about your body's calling me and likely you're talking about an underage girl. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to buy a new Aaliyah vinyl because I literally just seen this on Twitter. The label is selling back and forth Age Ain't Nothing But a Number vinyls of Aaliyah with R. Kelly in the background. Like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all fucking doing? You want me to buy a vinyl where she's talking about age ain't nothing but a number, and the man who molested, raped, assaulted her, married her when she was a fucking child is sitting in the background like a creep. I'm supposed to buy that? I'm supposed to give you my money? Like, are y'all fucking crazy? What are we are in the fucking twilight zone. You could easily edit him out of the background of this fucking vinyl cover. Why would you sell something with a man on it who groomed and took her innocence? Like, what are we talking about? Shit is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, bro. We are living we are living in the craziest times that our president of the United States is in Epstein files, and y'all are going out of your way to redact him from the files. This man has paid settlements to women he has essayed. He is on tape saying that you can just grab women by their vagina with no permission. This man woke up on this man woke up on Easter Sunday praising Allah. Like, what is going on? We literally live in the twilight zone. They said Beyonce is really an Italian white woman. Shit is crazy. All true. They have said horrible things about her children. Also, Beyonce bothers no one. Plus, she talked about her kids awful. Yeah, he called her kids retarded. And they swear up and down that this man is gonna do the Super Bowl. Like, are y'all fucking crazy? First of all, those sponsors are not going to allow Kanye West to do the fucking Super Bowl. Two, Jay-Z is in charge of the Super Bowl. You think Jay-Z is going to allow the man who got on the internet and said that he hates Jay-Z? You think Jay-Z is going to allow a man who got on the internet and told a crowd of thousands of people, "Don't shoot me, Jay-Z. I know you got goons." You think Jay-Z is going to allow a man who called his children retarded to perform at the Super Bowl? Y'all are delusional. Y'all are fucking delusional. If Kanye got it like that, he needs to put together his own Super Bowl. I mean, he got the resources, he got the money. Put together your own Super Bowl. Put together your own Super Bowl. Yeah, his fans are so delusional. Every day they're tweeting, "Oh, Kanye is gonna do the Super Bowl. Kanye is gonna do the Super." No, he's not. No, he's not. And why do y'all want him to do the Super Bowl so bad now? Hmm? They on Twitter. They were even on Twitter comparing Kanye's concert at SoFi to Kendrick's concert. Why can't y'all just praise y'all favorite without bringing up Kendrick? Now y'all want him to do the Super Bowl because of Kendrick? Like, y'all need to stop. I wouldn't go to a Kanye for free with backstage passes. I was done with Kanye since the slavery was a choice. He is one of the most disgusting individuals. He's terrible. He's terrible. This is the same man who they said he be sending nudes of his wife to random people. Like, why do you think that's acceptable? To just send nude pictures of your wife to people? That's not cool at all. That's not acceptable. I don't know. And his wife is cool with that. His wife a weirdo too. She's a weirdo too. She like to walk around naked outside and shit like that. She's a weirdo as well. Do you see Chloe Bailey at Kanye West concert and people are going in on her? Yeah, we were just talking about it a little earlier. Chloe Bailey, I don't know what's up with Chloe. Chloe need to get it together. Like seriously. The music ain't selling and now you're aligning yourself with the man who called your mentor's children retarded. Like you really think that's a smart choice? You really think that's smart? I don't know. The man just looks crazy and scary. SZA was there as well. I don't know if she was physically there. I didn't see her there. I did see her name on a list, but I wasn't sure if that list was accurate in comparison to the other list that I saw. I did see that she liked or commented on some of the 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 stuff that was posted on social media. But yeah, a lot of people showed up to support Kanye. A lot of people showed up. But yeah, that's the Kanye West situation. Lastly, I got this Pooh Shiesty story that's going on. To be honest, I don't really know the full story. Um, what I do know is that Pooh Shiesty trying to get it back in blood. Pooh Shiesty allegedly robbed and pointed guns at Gucci Mane, Roderick. Pooh Shiesty is signed to Gucci Mane's label. We all know Pooh Shiesty was in jail, I think for like 5 years or something like that. He came out, he had a big first day out song that charted high on Billboard. Now he's back in jail apparently because him and his dad and his cousins or associates, they ran down on Gucci during a meeting, tried to force him into signing a contract termination. Gucci didn't want to sign it. They pulled the guns out on him allegedly. They stole his jewelry. They say he screwed the earrings from the back of his ears out. Like just crazy. Made him sign the contract. And my thing is like, Pooh Shiesty, you don't realize that just because you made someone sign a contract doesn't mean that it's going to automatically terminate y'all business agreement, especially if they come out and say it was signed under duress. The contract is still valid. You're in jail right now. You got the contract signed, but the contract is still valid while you're sitting in jail. So regardless of what it is that you were trying to do, he's still going to get his cut. He's still going to get his cut of whatever your discography is worth. Just stupid. And then they said you're because you just got out of jail, so you're on an ankle monitor. They said you went and did the drill or whatever you want to call it, the robbery with your ankle monitor on. I've never heard of no dumb shit like that before. You went to go rob somebody with the ankle monitor on. It is crazy. Your dad was there as well. Like, I I just don't and you know what, to be honest too, I honestly don't feel bad for Gucci Mane in all of this because Gucci Mane has been known to do shady business. His label to me personally feels very haunted. Signing to his label is almost like signing a death wish. You're either going to die or your career is going to die. One or the other one. There's there's like at least 3 people, maybe more, who have passed away signed to this label. I know the girl Enchanting, she ended up passing away. There's someone named Scar who passed away, who I think is Pooh Shiesty's cousin as well. They claim that when Scar died, Big Scar, whatever his name is, sorry if I mess up his name, but They say when he passed away, they asked Gucci to pay for the funeral. Um, and Gucci Mane told them, no, I can't pay for the funeral. I got prior engagements. My wife's birthday about to come up and she is the priority. Fuck this nigga funeral. They also said that when this person died, Scar, they said Gucci Mane asked for the 1017 chain back. That is wild. A nigga died and you say no, I can't pay for your funeral. And by the way, give me that chain I gave him back. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is beyond disrespectful. Beyond disrespectful. Yeah. That label definitely feels cursed. That is not good. So I can understand why Pooh Shiesty probably felt some type of way. Not only am I in a fucked up contract, my cousin dead, I'm in jail, you didn't help lay him to rest, and then you asked for the chain back. So disrespectful. I just feel like if there was actual smart people in Pooh Shiesty's corner, they could have handled this situation better. But unfortunately, when that's all you know, that's just all you know. And it's sad. It's sad. It's sad because his father is right there by his side helping him rob Gucci. I think his mama uploaded a video. She got a bottle in her hand. She drinking. Just just an overall bad situation, to be honest. Um, yeah, his father was there. Yeah, his father was there and helped him. I'm just silly. Literally just got out, had a good first day out song, and now he back in. But Pooh Shiesty was also on bullshit because he got out and then he was on stream with one of the streamers. His probation officer called and asked him was he in the house, and he told the probation officer that yes, he was in the house. But meanwhile, he riding around on stream, not in the house at all. So Pooh Shiesty didn't give a fuck. Honestly, probably he probably don't give a fuck. Aren't they on camera with the items they sold? I'm not 100% sure that they're on camera. I know that they posted some pictures and stuff, but I also think I saw somewhere where the Fed said that they don't really have that much evidence. So I'm not 100% sure. Um, but we gonna see how it plays out, I guess. Mm. Poorest crime ever committed: Greyhound in country inn scream struggle. Listen, rental cars. Then they came back on a Greyhound. Like they didn't really think this through. Pooh Shiesty does not have one smart person on his team at all. He don't got one smart person on his team. Destined, literally destined to be a statistic. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Oh, my Yukon Huskies about to lose. This is so sad. I just checked the score. Um, what was I about to say? Um, but yeah, that's Pooh Shiesty situation. What else has been going on, y'all? I don't know what else has been going on. Um, he was doing dumb shit when he first popped. Why you rich robbing a Foot Locker worker? Some niggas is just all they know, just ignorance, just unprovoked stupidity. Pooh Shiesty got the best lawyer in the DFW too. He has no losses. Well, if he got the best lawyer, why the fuck are you going to rob people? That's stupid. Best lawyer in the DFW. Why you ain't put that lawyer to work to help you get your contract terminated the correct way? But no, you want to do niggatry. Now you back in jail. Just dumb. Now you back in jail with your daddy, with your cousins, whoever your associates were. Like, that lawyer can't be that good. If you didn't think the first thing when you realize, oh, I need to get out of my contract, let me hit my lawyer up to see what we can do, how we can figure this out. No, you decided to go rob the nigga with an ankle monitor on. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. That lawyer can't be that good. And if he is that good, I'm pretty sure he love your dumbass because he know you're always gonna go and commit a fucking crime and you're gonna come to him and he's gonna make more money off of your dumbass. Just stupid. It does seem like he a little off, but hey, if his father helps him well, we know where he got it from. Yeah, he seems a little slow. Somebody say he got a boyfriend in there that he missed. Because for the life of me, I can't understand why anybody will want to keep going back to jail. Yeah, Isaiah Rashad, he's dropping a new album. We talked about that a little earlier. It's all in FDL. FD, your first day out. Listen, I listened to First Day Out one time. I'm not listening to Pooh Shiesty again. I'm sorry. Pooh Shiesty only can get one listen out of me. That is not music I want to listen to. He even sounds slow on that song. Mm-mm, not my cup of tea. I'm good. He about to have his first loss with his cave. He's from the street doing street stuff. This how it goes. That's all these niggas know. Woke in jail, still signed to Gucci. Let's hit 10 M's in the bank, then went fed, got penitentiary risk. Yeah, you gonna be in the penitentiary, all right? It's your dumb ass. Nah, we so cooked. We is so cooked. We so cooked. Did you hear about Tommy Mottola? No, what happened with Tommy Mottola? What happened? The party is dying. Listen, get all of the asses out of here. Kendrick's dad was still able to give solid advice to 6-year-old Kendrick even while being high. Listen, not everybody lucky. Not everybody lucky. I mean, you can come from poverty, you can come from the streets, you can come from the trenches. Not everybody is gonna be rewarded the same thing within those circumstances. Kendrick shows that on Mr. Morale. That's the main reason why he had Kodak Black on Mission Morale and the Big Steppers. Like, I know people hate the fact that Kendrick had Kodak on that album, but that was the point. Having Kodak and then having Baby Keem, both of them come from terrible, terrible, terrible situations. But when you don't have the right people around you, the right parental guidance, the right loved ones to care about where you're going to go in life, even if you're in poverty, if you don't have the right guidances, your life can go either one way or another way. It can go the Kodak way, where we see what he has going on right now, or it can go the Baby Keem way, even though they both came up in similar situations. And it's honestly sad because, again, how's your father? How's your father right next to you robbing somebody? How your mom on social media with a bottle in her hand popping it while you about to go right back to jail for years, probably. Unless Gucci Mane say, no, none of this shit happened and the charges get dropped or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if that's even possible. But it's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad. Stacy. What's up, Stacy? Moni, you fire cousin. Thank you for the gift membership. The first I ever got, girl. Times are hard for a broke sister like me. Love you. Love you too, Stacy. I appreciate you. Shout out to D2B2. I think that's who actually gifted the memberships. So shout out to D2B2 for getting memberships to people who can't get one at this time. I feel you. Listen, we all out here trying to get it, trying to make a way. Okay. But I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much and love you more. Kendrick said it, industry is cooked as I pick up the carcass apart. Listen, so I went to Rolling Stone article that Tommy Tone is in the files. I would not even be shocked if he is in the files. Wasn't Mariah Carey married to or engaged to Tommy Tone at one point? Yeah, not a fan of Kodak being on there. Yeah, and it's reasonable. It's reasonable. Yeah. Sound like they saw him as a meal ticket regardless of how it affected him personally. Exactly. That's what a lot of people see people as. What can you do for me? How can you make my life better? Instead of making sure that their life is good. I could not imagine having a child and raising them up the same way that I grew up. If I was in a situation like that, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine. Would not shock me if MJ said that, because MJ he didn't go down without a fight. He did not go down without a fight. He didn't. Yep, same dude that Mariah married and same guy that Michael Jackson pulled out. Yep, I figured that was him. Forget them files. Why would we forget the files? The files are important. They should not be forgotten. People need to be held responsible. So no, Cliff, we're not going to forget the files. That's not how this works. Did you get to see the live this weekend with Weird Decipher and Absa? No, I didn't know that they had a live. I missed it. Whose channel was it on? Was it on Weird Decipher? I didn't get no notification. What they was talking about? Yeah, he was married to Mariah. He shoved her out of spite. That's why Tommy got fired from Sony. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember when Michael Jackson had the poster "Sony so phony." Michael was not playing with Sony. Okay, I do not need your negativity, K-Way. Okay, get this shit off of my timeline. Get this shit off of out of my chat. I do not need your fucking negativity right now. I don't. I really don't. Am I ask nobody forgetting those files? Exactly. Like, what do you mean forget the files? Like, why do you want us to forget the files? That live was roasting the fuck out of Cole, especially with the Wet Dreams music video. Nah, I missed it. I had no idea. After channel it was about Cole and his misogyny. Oh no, I missed it. I'm gonna probably have to go back. Cole is freaking weird with freaking dogs and with freaky lyrics and teenagers. Yeah, Cole is something else, y'all. He really is something else. He tried to use Jennifer Lopez against Mariah. That's why she don't know her to this day. And listen, and J Lo was stupid enough to allow herself to be a pawn. Stupid enough to him Gergen. That's like Brandy currently. She has her book Phases coming out. And she's been talking about how forget Wanye is on this cover, but Brandy has been talking about how in her book how Rodney Jerkins would throw Beyonce in her face essentially um to get her upset. And I was just like, it's so sad and it's unfortunate for Beyonce how a lot of the girls, the R&B girls, kind of didn't like her and they despised her, but it was only off the strength of what other men did or what labels did, trying to put her against other female artists. And it's unfortunate that certain women did not recognize that they are weaponizing Beyonce against you, and instead of recognizing that, they start to spite Beyonce for no reason, unprovoked. Like we even still to this day, Brandy. I don't know what it is about Brandy and Beyonce, but Brandy is very weird about Beyonce. She likes to pretend that she has no issues with Beyonce, but she obviously has an issue still to this day with Beyonce. Something is going on, and something is bothering her to the point that she continues to low-key throw slight shade towards Beyonce. Like last month, I was on TikTok just randomly scrolling and some white lady came up on my For You page and she's talking about how why didn't I know who Brandy was and why isn't she as popular as Beyonce? And guess who's in the comment section? Fucking Brandy. Like Brandy, why are you in the comment section of random videos about why you aren't bigger than Beyonce? Like you're fucking Brandy. Act like it. Act like it, girl. And then the whole shit with the Boy Is Mine tour, with Ray J getting on the internet talking about something, you need to come outside and take pictures with my sister. The fake comments under Beyonce's post where Brandy's talking about she was hacked. It's just like y'all are just doing a lot. Y'all are doing a fucking lot and for no reason. Like again, Brandy, you are Brandy. Please act like it. I know you're not as popular as you used to be. I know this isn't Moesha days. I know this isn't Cinderella days. But girl, please find some confidence and find it fucking quick. Beyonce is not your fucking enemy. She's not your enemy. You feel all of these insecurities because of how your mother brought you up, how your mother raised you up, how your mother had you feeling like you can't show a little skin because that's scandalous and that's trifling. So much to the point that you had to fake an entire marriage because you thought it was World War III if the world found out you were pregnant but you weren't married, so you lied about an entire marriage? Like, those are the things that you're doing. Even Kelly Rowland had to tell you, like, you were annoying as fuck. You were very judgmental back in the day. I remember that TV show where her and Kelly Rowland are talking to each other, and Kelly was like, "You were annoying." And she's like, "Why was I annoying? Why was I annoying? Tell me what I used to say to y'all." Like, she was getting a high off the fact that she was antagonizing other women. Like, she said stuff about Aaliyah. She said stuff about Foxy Brown, calling them promiscuous. Whole time, Brandy, they say you done had every nigga in the industry. And I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with that. Get it how you get it. If you got all the niggas, you got all the niggas. But don't judge other women because they out here living their life the way that they want to live their life. That's hypocritical. That fake marriage was weird as hell. So weird. And then MTV gave her a whole TV show. A whole TV show. Sarah, wait, sorry. Was Brandy actually groomed or did she lie about that? No, she ain't lie about that. Brandy was actually groomed. Yeah. She was actually dating Wanye when Wanye was 22 and she was like 16 years old. That actually happened. That was not a lie. Hmm. The only Boy Is Mine song I know that is You Only Know Ariana. How old are you? I would never admit that out loud. That the only Boy Is Mine song that I know is Ariana Grande's. That is not something I would admit out loud. How old are you? And what is your race? If you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry. Brandy's too old to be harboring feelings from 1998. I'm telling you, Brandy was cool. Let's be real. She's no Beyonce, never been, never has been. Even during Destiny Child, sorry, I like her music, but it's never been Beyonce level, please. LOL. Listen, I love Beyonce too, but I'm never gonna downplay Brandy. Yes, Brandy was not, she could not dance like Beyonce and none of that, or Destiny Child, but I'm not gonna deny Brandy's impact. We're talking about Moesha here. We're talking about Cinderella here. We're talking about Have You Ever, Almost Doesn't Count, Angel in Disguise, Broken Hearted. Was Brandy annoying as fuck? Absolutely. But we ain't gonna play on her top now. We are not gonna do that. Brittany was getting a lot of sympathy. I knew it was about time to hate again. No. Oh God, Brittany just has a bad attitude. And didn't she kill somebody in a car crash? Yes, she did. She did kill somebody. Not only did Brandy kill somebody, she took somebody's eye. I forgot the boy's name. Is it Romeo in IMX or Mature? He gotta wear an eye patch now because she fucked up his eye. I tell you, there's anybody else on the live, someone that would have been talked about way more than Brandy. She has some PR perks. Listen, yes. Yep. Hey, hey, Tasha. Hey, cousins. I'm latest up. F Kanye. I've been mad all weekend. Seeing Kanye fans over here try to discredit over Kanye. What the fuck is wrong? Listen, people are weird. I don't even remember Ariana version. I don't even know Ariana Grande's version. What I do know is that that remix did bring Brandy and Monica back together, and then they decided to do the tour together, the Boy Is Mine tour. So I do know that, but I've never heard Ariana Grande's version of the Boy Is Mine. I don't think I would want to hear a version of Ariana Grande's The Boy Is Mine. Like, No, I'm not a teenager. I'm just some person who doesn't keep up to date much. Well, this is years ago. You ain't keeping up with nothing because this is like 3 decades ago that song came out. Yeah, Brandy was that girl. Brandy birthed half of these R&B girls today. Listen, Kaylani has graduated with honors from the school of Brandy. Okay? She has graduated from the school of Brandy Norwood. Top to bottom. Shit. Ain't it? Ain't it? I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna lie. Since you walked up in the club, I've been giving you the eye. That's my song. I love Brandy down. She's just annoying. That's all that is. Kelly says she was being colorist. That's why Destiny Child did not like her. I think she was judging how Kelly was too dark. Yeah, yep, that's exactly what Kelly said. Kelly said that Brandy walked up to them and said, "Y'all are dark," or something like that. Basically talking about their complexion of them being very dark skinned. And to be honest, I think ever since then, Beyonce just have not fucked with her. And I don't blame Beyonce because that shit is weird. That shit is weird. A lot of people were so weird to Beyonce. There today, a clip was circulating online of Toni Braxton where she called the radio station and she was saying how Beyonce stole her song. Turns out, mind you, the song was Tupac's song, the girlfriend song. The song was Tupac's song. The label gave it to Jay-Z. So it was his song, Bonnie and Clyde. I think '03, '02, '03, whatever one it was. But the song belonged to Jay-Z. Beyonce was the featured artist on the song. But instead of saying the label stole the song from me, Jay-Z stole the song from me, Toni Braxton called the radio station and said Beyonce stole the song from her. You see how weird they were to Beyonce? Because how are you blaming Beyonce for stealing a song that she's a featured artist on? They were so weird to Beyonce. It is crazy. And granted, I'm not saying that Beyonce is this saint or anything like that. But I can't definitively say that Beyonce has done anything to anybody behind the scenes where there's actual factual details to it. But what we do have is video evidence of all of you girls being upset with Beyonce and her ignoring y'all. Even Keisha Cole was upset at Beyonce. Carrie Hilson made a whole diss song about Beyonce because Polo the Don put it in her fucking head that she should diss Beyonce. And then I think, you know what's the most fucked up thing? Even though I love that In a Perfect World album from Carrie Hilson, that is a classic, classic, classic R&B album. Carrie Hilson did her fucking thing on that album. But what I did not like when she dissed Beyonce, where she said that that her time is fading, she need to go ahead and have some babies. I think that was fucked up because it was known that Beyonce had several miscarriages. So for you to put that in a song was fucked up and so disgusting, Carrie. And that's why I honestly never felt bad that her career never recovered. Because why the fuck would you say that? Why would you say that? That is terrible. That's a terrible thing to say about a woman who had experienced miscarriages. And that's why I love too that when Beyonce had that I think it was the American Music Awards where she performed Girls Who Run the World Girls. And when she walked down the steps and she walked up the aisle and Carrie Hilson was on the right. And when she walked back, Beyonce turned and looked over her shoulder and said, what she said? something about building, I forgot the lyrics, but building a world having children and then getting back to business. And she looked over her shoulder right at Carrie Hilson. I said, see, that's how you drag a bitch. Strong enough to bear the children, then get back to business. That's the lyric. Yes. I love that she did that. Because Carrie, you were out of pocket. You allowed men to get in your head and diss this girl unprovoked for no fucking reason. And then you mentioned this lady not being able to have kids, or telling her that she need to go have some kids, knowing that she had a miscarriage. Terrible. Terrible, 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 terrible. Beyonce made Ashanti put on heels to do. Listen, that Crazy in Love debut had the girls shaking in their boots. I'm telling you, Ashanti had the girls shaking in their boots. They done traded in them sneakers. Y'all doing, y'all done went from doing 8 counts in Prada sneakers to putting on stiletto heels, little skirts, leotards and shit. Dyeing y'all hair honey blonde just to keep up. And Brandy even said it. She said, how can I compete with that? And whatever kind of documentary she was doing, Brandy was saying how it was like, how can we compete with Beyonce? Like the bitch came through and just shook the whole game up. They ain't know what to do with her. Had Ashanti on stage doing choreography, knowing she got 2 left feet. What is happening? What is happening? Crazy in Love shook the fucking game up. And I know I was literally laughing like 3 days ago. I was watching, I think it's the 2003 BET Awards, or 2002 or 2003. One of those years. That was the best BET award show that I had seen. And such a, like, from the early good years, one of the best shows. That show had Ashanti performing. That show had Beyonce performing. That show had Little Kim performing. That show had B2K performance. Phenomenal. I know Ashanti was mad as fuck that she performed Rock With You. And then here go fucking Beyonce performing Crazy in Love. This bitch name big as hell on the stage. Here she come, hair blowing in the wind, big ass industrial fans, screaming with singing, background vocals. Purely, I would have killed that bitch. I honestly wouldn't even performed if I knew I was coming behind this bitch. Because why would you go up there and smoke the stage like that? And then here I come, just me, myself, and I on this stage, and I'm trying to 2-step, and I got 2 left feet. I would have murdered her. I would have murdered her. I would have been so fucking pissed. Because what could you have done with this bitch? She was a force. And they saw it. They know, oh, she coming. She coming. And then had the audacity the next year to come and perform Deja Vu. That bitch is nasty. Just nasty. Just disgusting. Tore that stage up. Like, oh my God, you really that bitch. You are really that bitch. I can't believe you would get on this stage and murder it like that, and then I gotta come up behind you. I would have just sat in the crowd. I would have just sat in the crowd for the rest of the night. Hell no. Uh-uh. Jealousy is such a wasted and ugly emotion. It is. It is. It really is. Like, there's no point. Like, your life is your life. Whatever's for you is for you. Period. I've learned you should never want what anyone else has, because you don't know what it took for them to get it. You don't know what they had to do to get it or what they had to endure to get it. If anything, if I saw Beyonce, that would have motivated me to go back to the drawing board and figure some shit out. And if I knew I couldn't dance in stilettos and I had two left feet, I would have stuck with what was working for me. Seriously. Shanti was out here looking foolish, literally. I absolutely love when Monique, that Beyonce on song on stage, girls. Or yeah, that was the good days of the BET Awards. If BET was smart, they'd bring her back as a host. Seriously, they would. Monique, well, I think Monique was the best host. I was in a record store before it opened when Dangerously in Love dropped. Listen, a phenomenal album. Life is too short to be jealous. Seriously. Facts, money. You don't know the struggles people go through to reach success. Listen, I'm telling you. And then once they reach it, you don't know the shit that they still got to go through to maintain that shit. You got Rihanna out here getting shot at because fans are crazy. You got Beyonce hiding behind umbrellas because she don't want the paparazzi to see her because they're following her around Paris and shit. You're just gonna sleep on a Shanti floor scoop. Written entertainment. I can't believe she got on the floor and did that scoop like that. That that deja vu performance, like I was a fan of Beyonce. Then I was a fan of Destiny's Child, of course. Um, but when she did that deja vu performance, I said, "Oh, this bitch is crazy. Oh, this bitch is the one." That's when I knew. That's when I knew. Yanni, I didn't need you to come in here to report that. I really didn't need you to come in here and report that. My night is already ruined. It's like, is Rihanna back, by the way? Shooting her house was crazy. No, I think I don't know where she is, to be honest. I think she was out in public the other day. But I wasn't sure where she was. Um, Formation was crazy. Formation definitely was crazy. Why my brother just texted me, "Are you sad?" Yes, bitch, I'm sad. Yes, whore, I'm sad. Um, they in Paris. A lot of people are in Paris right now. Beyonce and Jay-Z are also in Paris. I read Charleston White hating on Kendrick. What's new? Who doesn't Charleston White hate on? You couldn't pay me to stop watching that Formation video. Listen, I'm still mad at Beyonce because she never gave us the Formation World Tour DVD. She still owed us that. Seriously. She still owes us that. What else is going on? Let me run through Twitter real quick to see if anything pop off. Um, Outside of my boys losing. Oh, I'm so disappointed. Um, Timeline looking like timeline looking like I did not watch the game at all. Oh wow, somebody just posted a picture of Rihanna and she, you know what? I don't like talking about women. I don't like talking about women's weight, but Rihanna looked like she pregnant again. What? What is happening? What the hell happened to Wimby? Random thought TV off should have had a video. I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. Kendrick Lamar, allegedly, Kendrick filmed like two more videos. Why he didn't put them out? I have no idea. I don't know what happened, but a lot of stuff got scrapped allegedly. I don't know why he didn't want to put the video out. But it didn't happen. He had at least two more videos that I know for certain that he shot for. Hmm. I don't know what's up, but right now I think after May will officially May will be the last month that GNX can earn an award for something, I believe, and then we will officially be clear of a new era, quote unquote. Um, but yeah, I don't know what happened. This nigga ASAP Rocky can't help himself. Shit, I don't blame him. Yeah, he need to get off of her. He needs to get off of her. Them kids are not even 5 years old yet, I don't think. Like, damn, sir. Get off of her. But I don't like to speculate, so my bad. I usually wait for an announcement. Yeah, I don't like to speculate either. But my eyes, my eyes see what they see. I feel like the body snippet was just to sneak promote house money. Um, yeah, where the fuck you come from? Where the fuck did you come from? Allegedly, you so scary. You always somewhere in the background creeping. But yeah, I know one of them was it was it was either Hey Now or Peekaboo. There was a 2-in-1, allegedly a 2-in-1 video that was going on, and then one video that's just one video. So 3 songs, 2 videos. I will never forgive him for not giving us bodies. Kendrick is so crazy because who the fuck who previews a song and then you preview it again by adding an additional verse to it during a Super Bowl and then just act like it doesn't exist. That's stupid. Like, give us the songs. Why don't you want us to like nice things? I don't know what it is with Kendrick, but he likes to hoard a whole bunch of songs, and then when you hear it, like it gets leaked for like 24 hours. It's some of the best shit that you've ever heard. So annoying. So fucking annoying. My friend and her husband did the same. They have 4 kids, 5 and under. God damn it. Oh, I know that house is active. I kind of think Rihanna needs to get off of him. You know what? You might be right. You right. You might be right, Bing. It might be Rihanna who won't get the fuck off of him. How do I know? If I tell you, I gotta kill you. Damn it, Peekaboo would have been fired too. Really would have. Really would have. But he doesn't like us to have nice things. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. That's one thing about Kendrick Lamar. Just because you ask for it does not mean that he's going to give it to you. He does not give a fuck. He's not on the internet asking his fans, "Oh, what do you want from me? What should be my next single? How should I make my next record?" You either take what you get, you either like it or you don't. And if you don't like it, oh well. Hey Jira, what's up? What's going on, girl? I'm so mad at Kendrick for not releasing the Feel music video and the Click Clack song. That motherfucker don't give a fuck how we feel. To be honest, he do not care. Remember in the Alright music video, he had a sniper of a sound in there too. Never came out. Yeah, a snippet. Mm-hmm. Right, and he was performing it on tour, then just stopped. Right. Like, why was you performing it? First of all, you're performing that song on tour for a couple shows, and then you're also performing Family Ties with another verse that we've never heard of. Just doing what the fuck he want to do. Just doing what he want to do. Not having a care in the world. You either like it or you don't. Again. Excuse me. I just saw Cardi B got her divorce, stating he wanted half, got zero, and she kept custody. Offset taking it to the Supreme Court for her money with her mama, and he got zero in a shop. Listen, you know how much audacity you have to have in order to be a serial cheater on your wife, sleeping with all types of women in her house, in hotels, all types of dumb shit. And then you got the audacity to say, "I am not going to divorce you unless you pay off of my debt." You are fucking insane. You have all the fucking audacity in the world to break our marriage, ruin our family, disrespect me, disrespect our children, disrespect our home, and then refuse to divorce me and claim that I need to pay your debt. Bitch, I will kill you. I will kill you. I will kill you. What's up, Dave? You in this picture of J. Cole with this bald head is crazy. um, Maybe he's doing it in parts by year. Premiered in 2024, added verse in 2025, maybe full thing this year. Listen, I ain't keeping my hopes up. I ain't keeping my hopes up at all. The only thing that I'm expecting from Kendrick Lamar, whenever he decides to come back outside, the only thing I'm expecting from him first is a Heart Part 7. That's it. That's the only thing I'm expecting from Kendrick Lamar. Anything else would be extra and would be nice. Oh, on top of the fact that he's also scheduled to perform in where is he expected to perform? Is it China? Taiwan or somewhere? He's expected to perform. But that's the only thing. That's it. Because you never know with him and Dave. You could be thinking one thing and him and Dave cooking up some other shit. And again, I respect that because fans should not know what it is that you have coming. Your art should be what you want to present to the world, not what your fans want you to present to the world. Because when you start going off of what, allowing your fans to dictate, you start producing material that you don't really love. And then it's just playlist music and bullshit music at that point. Um Once Kenny got away from Top, he stopped giving a fuck. He dangerous now that he free. You know, Top can't put keep a leash on him forever. He was probably overrated and ain't dropped the videos. Who knows? Who knows? Do I work in Project 3? Nah. I don't work in Project 3. Not at all. I feel like this is why people flock when he drops. He's sneaky ass little fine person. Not sneaky ass little fine person. Drake out here letting fans and streamers execute, produce Iceman. And listen, it is going to be a flop. It is going to be a flop. First week, I'm gonna say this. First week. Excuse me, I'm sorry for yawning in y'all ear like that. That is so disrespectful. First week, his fans are gonna show up for him. Second week, third week, and fourth week is going to determine the staying power. The same way with J. Cole. We seen first week his fans showed up for him, 200 and some K. Second and third week, the free fall began. Him and Beyonce are the only people where I take what I get and I'm just quiet. I don't even be offering opinions on what I want. Being this is why we here with it. This is why we here with it, because we know better. Because with them too, you better enjoy what you get, and if you don't like it, just move on. Cowboy Carter, I wasn't necessarily a fan of it. I liked maybe 20% of that album. I enjoyed the tour though, even though a lot of those songs on there were not my personal cup of tea. Like, they were good songs. She sound amazing. I honestly think vocally that's one of her best performances in a very, very long time. But those songs just were not for me. But I shut the fuck up because, hey, not everything is meant to be for you. The tour though, I was getting my life. With the tour. Shit, I might watch the tour tonight before I go to bed. At this point, I'm always flipping between Miss Them Around, the Big Steppers, Renaissance, or the Cowboy Carter tour as my comfort shows to go to bed to. Those are my three favorite shows. Or one of the wireless, not wireless, Made in America concerts that Kendrick did. Those are my comfort shows that I put on right before I go to bed. But yeah, with them, you gotta just take what you get, because you know it's going to be an amazing body of work. Each time they give you eras. Every era is not the same. And I love the fact that Kendrick does that as well, because that's honestly like some pop shit. Who do we really know in rap that actually gives you eras to go along with their music? Like, you don't see that anymore. With Beyonce, you get a certain type of era every time there's a new album. With Kendrick Lamar, ever since even To Pimp a Butterfly, like his aesthetic was vastly different from Good Kid, Mad City. With To Pimp a Butterfly, it wasn't the fade semi I don't know what you would call it. A fade high top, not really a high top, because it's not really a high top. But he had the fitted caps, the Nike Cortez and shit like that. But then with To Pimp a Butterfly, he had the locks, or the the sister locks. And then with Damn, you got Kung Fu Kenny. You got that era. When Mr. Morale, you get that era, whatever that is, the Crown of Thorns. The fashion was phenomenal during Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. And then you get GNX, where you get the 90s esque aesthetic. So it's always an era that's different from the previous one. And that's what you call a true artist to me. It's never the same. Were they not sister locks? I don't know. Yes, you can see a picture of him and mostly likely can tell which era it is. Exactly, Golden. I can look at a picture of Kendrick Lamar and know exactly what year and what era it's from. Not on no stalking shit, but just because the eras are so different in comparison to each other, you automatically know what era that was. If you see Kendrick Lamar in some Nike Cortez, 9 times out of 10, that was the damn era. If you seen Kendrick Lamar in some Chucks or maybe some Tims and a fitted cap, the LA fitted cap before the PG Lang fitted cap, that's likely the Good Kid Mad City era, or he has like a checkered button up shirt on. That's Good Kid Mad City. You see him with the sister locks, the sweaters sometimes. That's T-Pab era for sure. If you see him with the suits, the black suits, the rhinestones, the crown of thorns, that's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. If you see that PG Lang hat, that's GNX Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick braids when he was accepting a Grammy for Loyalty looked so cool. Yeah, I think he had locks. Yeah. And then it was braided back, yeah. That's when I knew he was bonita. Like, oh my God, he is so pretty. Sister Locks is so funny to say. Kendrick been popular since forever. He said he got all the attention in school. And that's the difference, because a lot of these people were not popular and they crave popularity. They want to fit in, they want to always be seen. They're scared to be missed. Aubrey, you can't be scared to be missed. Moni Lil TJ got into it with Offset. That's what happened. Can you come up here and give us the scoop? You don't gotta. You don't gotta come on camera. But I need you to come up here and give us the scoop. Give us the correspondence of what went down. Uh. Mm-hmm. I can't stand when people act like Kendrick just became a star because of the Drake beef. That's annoying. Yeah, you and two. I can't stand it either. But I've realized that a lot of these people don't be genuine in their discourse when it comes to Kendrick Lamar. To be honest, because it's never a genuine discourse, like ever. Like literally, like I was saying to y'all earlier, with the Kanye West concert at SoFi, Kanye West fans were like, Kendrick Lamar has never done this. I'm like, we literally just seen him do this. Like, what do you mean he's never done this before? We literally just watched him do it for 48, 45 plus days, different days all across the world, and all in stadiums. Kanye West do two stadium dates, and now all of a sudden, Kendrick Lamar has never done this. Mind you, Kendrick Lamar did 3 dates at SoFi Stadium. Like, again, it's just never honest discourse. It's just always rage bait. And that's why I personally don't engage with the rage bait, because it's just feeding the attention that they want. It just doesn't make sense at all. Kendrick Lamar has never done this. Meanwhile, he literally just did it last year. What are you talking about? We literally just seen Kendrick Lamar come off 80,000 a night, 100,000 a night, averaging 50,000 people a night on tour. What are you talking about? Mind you, 10 of those shows were by himself. So it's just stupid. People just want attention at this point. They just want attention. And you can't give it to them. You cannot give it to them. Instead of praising Kanye West and whatever it is that he just did for them, they're sitting on the internet thinking about Kendrick Lamar, obsessed with Kendrick Lamar. I seen somebody post, "Oh, Kanye West can't rap like Kendrick Lamar can't rap like Kanye West." Meanwhile, Kendrick Lamar has literally written songs for Kanye West. Like, it's just stupid stuff. It's just stupid stuff. It's just stupid stuff. People were in Jalape's comments like Kanye paved the way for Kendrick. I think that is true. I think Kanye West did pave the way for Kendrick Lamar. I think Kanye West paved the way for a lot of people. However, Kendrick Lamar is not a child of or a disciple, quote unquote. He's not of the cloth of Kanye West. Kendrick Lamar is a disciple of Jay-Z. Kendrick Lamar is a disciple of um Lil Wayne, Eminem, Corrupt. Those are who he crafted his skills after. And then he found his own sound and became Kendrick Lamar. Kanye West was not his blueprint. I think Kendrick Lamar admired Kanye West. I think Kendrick Lamar looked up to Kanye West and appreciated his art, especially his artistic view on things, the production side of things. I think Kendrick Lamar can definitely admit that yes, Kanye West did pave the way for a lot of people. However, him paving the way for Kendrick Lamar does not mean that Kendrick Lamar exists because of Kanye West. No. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Nope. No. The only person Kanye West paved the way for who's a disciple of Kanye West is Drake. Kanye West is why we have the Drakes of the world. No, Kanye West is not why we have the Kendricks of the world. No, that would be Jay-Z. That would be Corrupt. That would be Lil Wayne. That would be Eminem. That would be I saw somebody put in the comments, Nas, Andre 3000, Tech Nine. Those are his peers. Those are the people that he looked up and molded his earlier sounds by. People don't be being realistic. People just live in a vacuum and they just repeat and regurgitate bullshit without actually doing actual research. Can't forget Pac. Definitely can't forget Pac. What's up, Queen Bee? How you feeling? How's your day going? Um, I'm on to just talk about Cole saying shit has what it takes to outshine him, Drake and Kendrick. I'm so tired of J. Cole. I'm so tired of J. Cole. I am so tired of Jid. I'm so tired of the entire Dreamville, to be honest. Because why is it every time that someone is talking about something, they want to include Kendrick Lamar in it? Why not just keep it on you? You know what I mean? Like, why is it every time you're having a conversation about something, you want to throw Kendrick Lamar in the mix? If Jid had the ability to outshine Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, he would have done it by now. It's been what, year 10, year 11, and he still hasn't popped? See, and my thing is this. I hate having to say these things because it sounds like I'm hating on Jid and that I don't like Jid. And that's not the case because I do like Jid. I like some of his music. I like some of his albums. I think he's a good rapper. I think he's very talented. I love his different flows, his different voice inflections. I love how he plays with his voice like an instrument and all of that. But even with me liking him, I can still be honest. I can still be honest. Don't get on the internet or in your songs telling me about if such and such and such, Jid will be platinum. I don't want to hear that shit, Jermaine, because you have the means, you have the resources to make sure that Jid is platinum and that Jid is actually seen and Jid is put on a higher platform. Don't tell us what we should be doing when you, as his mentor and the head of the label that he's signed to, but you're not doing anything to benefit him. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear how Jid has the ability to outshine this person, that person, and another person. J. Cole, you just put out an album that you claim to be your Reasonable Doubt, your last album, and you, as the head of your label and you as a mentor, didn't even put the best artist on your label on your fucking album. I don't want to fucking hear it, bro. I don't. You have albums and Jid isn't featured on one album that you have. You're featured on his shit, of course, but you don't want him to outshine you on yours. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear how good he is if you have done absolutely nothing to better his career and his trajectory. This man has been signed to you for 11 years. 10, 11 years, and he still hasn't popped. He still hasn't had his own top 10. Not once. Stop it, bro. Stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm so tired of J. Cole. He talks too much. He talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. But when it's time to show up and show and prove, it's crickets. It's crickets. Even Drake out here putting Smiley on records. You running behind Cash Gobain to do fucking songs called Grippy, where you're talking about women being strictly dickly, when instead you should be having songs with fucking Jid. Like, what are we doing? No, Jid does not have the ability to outshine Kendrick Lamar. He might got the ability to outshine you. That's why you won't put him on your albums. Because you know he gonna walk your ass down. Lyrically, can he outshine Drake? Absolutely. Who can't? But keep Kendrick out of the mix. Kendrick ain't got nothing to do with that. Kendrick ain't got nothing to do with that. Kendrick Lamar is worried about himself, and he's worried about his own artist. Baby Keem got a whole Grammy in his hands. Kendrick Lamar could have easily came back and made Family Ties his song. But what he said, no, I'm going to put Baby Keem as the lead artist. Family Ties is one of the biggest hip-hop records in the last decade. And Baby Keem is the lead artist on that song. Got him a Grammy for it. Baby Keem is performing in stadiums. Why the fuck Jid is not your opener on your recent tour, J. Cole? Jid should be your opener. But you don't have no opener on your tour. Because you want to run around and say, oh, I did a tour with no openers. Just like you like running around talking about you went platinum with no features. We don't give a fuck. We do not care. We know that you're championship, but we don't care. Baby Keem went missing for 5 years. Came back and did 75K first week. Jid has been in the game for 10 years consistently. He released an album and did 35K. That is horrible. Again, our first week sales is not the end all be all. You want the longevity of staying power on the charts and shit, right? But something's got to give. I don't want you in all of these interviews talking so highly of Jid, but you're not even doing anything for him. You're not putting him in positions to actually win. You're not putting him in positions to actually elevate. So just stop talking, Cole. Just stop talking, because I'm tired of it. Jid is on tour right now. Okay, what does that mean? What does that mean? He still can't open for J. Cole? Is that what you're saying? Mm-hmm. Sound like that Joey Street got to him. Jid's tour ends in June. J. Cole tour begins in July. You don't think Jid would like that opportunity to perform in front of an arena full of people versus the small venues that he does? That doesn't make any sense. Who cares if Jid is on tour right now? He can come home, go see his family, do whatever he got to do for his family, and get right back on tour in July when J. Cole starts his tour. There's no interference there. There's no interference at all. Jid's tour ends in June and J. Cole starts in July. It's a perfect opportunity, especially if J. Cole is retiring like he said he is. Okay, I'm retiring, but here I'm passing the torch to my successor. This is who's gonna carry the baton for Dreamville. This is who's gonna represent Dreamville to the fullest extent. I'm putting all my energy behind Jid and making him a household name. And you would think J. Cole would do that because he knows what it's like to not really have your mentor in your corner. Because to J. Cole, Jay-Z wasn't really in his corner like that. And he didn't like the fact that Jay-Z wasn't in his corner like that. He wished Jay-Z was in his corner more. So you would think he would learn from that experience that, okay, let me make sure I'm there for Jid. Of course, let him be his own man and shit, be his own artist, but he knows I'm the fallback guy if he ever needs anything. Yeah, that's what I just said. J. Cole wants to do a solo tour because he wants to be the one to be able to say, I did this on my own. Even though he's still the bigger artist. I don't get it. I don't get it. J. Cole likes to do everything on his own. He wants to sing all the hooks on the album. He wants to do all the production on the album. J. Cole is so frugal and so all about me, to the point that there was a baby crying on the fall off, and instead of getting an actual baby or a sound of a baby, he's crying as the baby on the song. J. Cole is crazy. J. Cole is fucking crazy. Like, what? You want to be able to say you did everything by yourself to the point that you're crying like a baby on the song instead of getting an actual baby or an audio clip of a baby? J. Cole is crazy, bro. He is fucking crazy, bro. There is nothing wrong with J. Cole, you allowing Jid to be your opener. Why wouldn't you want your artist to rock? Why wouldn't you want your artist to be in front of some of the biggest stages that he would probably has ever seen so far in his career? When Kendrick Lamar did the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers tour, Baby Keem was right there in front of those crowds. Even Tana Leone was on them stages because those were Kendrick Lamar's artists. Kendrick Lamar wants his fans to also support his artist. But you know, J. Cole's definition of supporting Jid is telling us that we not supporting him enough when he's not even supporting him. I promise you, Mimi, he did that. I promise you. I can't remember what the song was, but it's the song where the baby is crying at the start of the record. If you really listen to it, that is J. Cole crying like a baby. J. Cole crazy. I didn't get to hear Baby Cole because I left Debbie's live stream listening party, so I don't know what Baby Cole sounds like. You don't want to hear it. How Santa got more support than Jid? Exactly. Safety. Thank you, Kwani. When y'all go, when y'all when y'all get some time, go listen to Safety and listen to that baby. That's J. Cole. I bet y'all Cole will be talking the whole time on stage instead of rapping, proving who he is and everything. Listen. Listen. I still can't believe he got in those interviews and said, I never thought I was the greatest of all time. I was just lying in my raps. What the fuck you niggas rap for if it's fictional? I loved it. I just think he was on the wrong label. I think so too. I think with a better situation, Jid could have had a lot more motion by now. A lot more. He's terrible. Terrible. I'm telling you, go listen to that shit. Go listen to that shit, and then in the next stream, when we do a next stream, come back and tell me if you listen to it. Absol's top 5 rappers are Dot and 4 OGs. Awesome. Shout out to Absol. I haven't been his biggest fan as of late. I feel like Absol has a he has a habit of being seen with people who've said terrible things about Kendrick Lamar as of late. But I'm giving him grace. He should have been on Grand Hustle. Wasn't Travis Scott on Grand Hustle at one point? I know Iggy Azalea was on Grand Hustle. I don't know if he should have been on Grand Hustle. Who said that? That's an interesting call out. Does Grand Hustle even exist anymore? I know ain't that T.I. label? Looking at it, I'm glad Cole didn't sign Kendrick. Okay, listen, that would have been Kendrick. That would have been Kendrick. He needs PG Lang, to be honest. I don't even know if he needs PG Lang, to be honest, because know, how would that look? Because people already compare Jid to Kendrick. So that would be kind of crazy. To be honest, I would like to see PG Lang signed a female artist. I would love to see PG Lang sign a female artist. I think that would be pretty cool to see what Dave and Kendrick can come up with for a female artist and how they would be able to run and operate. Um, but then again, also too, even though we like Baby Keem, we know he's signed to PG Lang, but he's also signed to a label. So the label be an issue as well. So you gotta make sure you have the right fit. Um, that's the thing. I don't even know what would have been a great label for Jid. That's a good question. I'm not even sure. Um, to be honest, well, he's been around for like 11 years. So in this day and age, people don't really even need labels, to be honest, unless it's like for funding situation. Um, Whereas you have like Megan Thee Stallion, who's has Rock Nation for her management, but she's an independent artist. Um, she doesn't have, and that's another thing why I hate when people compare Megan Thee Stallion to other artists. Like for example, say they're comparing her to Cardi B. Y'all shouldn't be comparing Megan Thee Stallion's sales to Cardi B, because Cardi B is attached to a label that gives her backing, whereas Megan Thee Stallion is doing this shit out of her own pocket. Even though she's successful, um, it's just not worth comparing to me personally, numbers wise. Now we can compare the music, we can compare the lyricism and all of that shit all you want, but I just hate when people do that, like, oh, she did this but she did that, and it's like, it's not the same. If you're gonna compare female artists, at least make sure both of them are both signed to an actual label. But to be honest, labels are a waste of time. You don't really need a label these days to get on. You really don't. You just need them for like distribution and shit like that. If you're smart, I would not sign a contract with a label these days. I don't think Kendrick trusts Jid to be on PG Lang. Why you say that? Only because Jid is associated with Cole. To be honest, I don't think he would want him on PG Lang. Not on like no negative shit or anything like that. Just there's too much like a similarity almost. Um, Whereas you can tell Jid is a disciple of Kendrick Lamar. Like, yes, he signed to J. Cole, but he Jid is under the Kendrick Lamar tree. What female rappers do y'all think Kendrick would sound good with in a collab besides Rhapsody or Doechii? Um, I wouldn't mind hearing Kendrick Lamar on a song with Mona Leo, however you say her name. I wouldn't mind hearing a song with them together. Kendrick was working and writing for singer Amanda Reifer. He should sign her. Yeah, I think she's talented. Um, that's the one on Die Hard, right? Because Pink Pantheress was supposed to be on that song, but she ended up missing the call for a date. So they put Amanda Reifer on the song. I think that's the one. Missy Elliott would be dope too. Yeah. I want Missy Elliott to help Doechii. Um I don't get the Kendrick and Jid similarity. I always heard Wayne and Andre 3000. For who? For who? Who did you hear Wayne and Andre 3000 for? I want Kendrick to rap with Tierra Whack. That would be fire too. That would definitely be fire. Pink wig when she was in her prime. I have this notion or this the hell is that? Oh, I feel like Nicki Minaj is one of the most overrated rappers of all time. Like she's not a lyricist. She don't have memorable bars to me. Like she hasn't had an iconic verse in a decade. And my thing is like, how are you a lyricist and your last iconic verse was over a decade ago? I don't know. Maybe I'm alone in thinking this, but she's one of the most overrated quote unquote lyricists to ever exist. And that's a hill I'm willing to die on. Seriously. She cannot rap, bro. She can't. Like she knows how to rhyme shit together and she has great cadence and delivery. Like that's what carries her cadence and her delivery and how she knows how to switch her flows up. But if you actually sit and listen to the shit that she be saying, she don't be saying shit at all. The fact that your most memorable verse was Monster. You know what? Until you know what, I won't even do that. I'll be fair. I'll give her last memorable verse being um her verse on Motorsport. I'll give her that. Her most recent verse was Motorsport. And even that was years ago. Even that was almost 10 years ago. 8 years ago. So it's like, how are you this lyricist if your last most memorable verse was 8 years ago and it was only memorable because of the controversy surrounding it, you versus Cardi B, and you having to change your verse because Cardi B refused to be on the song because you were low-key trying to sun her on the song, calling yourself the coach while she's the QB. So I don't know. But that would have been interesting to hear a Kendrick Lamar and Nicki Minaj song. That would have been interesting. I don't know what that would sound like, but that would definitely be interesting. That's a good one though, cousin. That's a good one. Like she's a solid 6, 7 on a good day. And then too, like I will never get over her wearing a pink chicken wing necklace. Like, why are you wearing a chicken wing necklace and then it's pink on top of that? That is just so stupid. And people were actually going up for that shit. A pink chicken wing. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't understand the Young Money era. Like, I can't believe people actually supported that Young Money, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Tyga. That era, when I look back at that era, it just does not make any sense to me. Like, how did y'all actually enjoy this type of music? Why did y'all like this music? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy. um, Kendrick and Young M.A., Lola Brooks, Scarlett, or another New York rapper. Um, uh, I don't know if I see him on songs with either of these people. I like them though. Definitely a fan of Young M.A. Lola Brooke is cool. Scarlett is cool too when she's not doing all the extra dumb shit. Um, but I personally, Um, I wouldn't mind Kendrick on a song with Mana Leo. Somebody mentioned Tierra Whack. Even Lady London. I wouldn't mind if they signed Lady London to PG Lang. I feel like she would be a dope addition to PG Lang. Um, you know who could have been good on PG Lang? Speaking of New York rappers, I don't know if y'all ever heard of her though. Naima Supreme, I think her name is. She was from New York. She was on that show Sisterhood of Hip Hop. She would have probably been dope on PG Lang as well. I'm sorry, I'm from an era when the ladies rap, so Nicki was never it for me. I think I've said this on the channel like plenty of times, but I used to like when Nicki Minaj first jumped onto the scene, when she was doing the mixtapes, when she was doing covers of Biggie, doing covers of Little Kim, Jay-Z. I fucked with those versions of Nicki Minaj. And then she got with Deb and Gucci Mane, and she got the butt shots and shit like that. After that, I was out. I was like, nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. Being a rapper would be so hard. The disrespect for fun in such a small number become successful, but not our fault. Our guy has all the awards, staying breaking records. They just have bad taste. Yeah, it's a they low key trying to get rid of hip hop out here. They trying to get rid of hip hop. They trying to get rid of R&B. Trying to get rid of rap. And you can see it because some of the artists are even like regurgitating negative talking points about hip hop. Like I think I saw the other day Trippy Red, not a fan of his music. I don't listen to his music or anything like that. I know who he is because he got like a specific type of look. And he's also Coy Leray's baby father, I believe. But someone was talking to him about something and he was like that he's not a rapper. He's an artist. Big X the Plug was also just saying that he's not a rapper. He wants to be seen as an artist. Um Jack Harlow, we all know he's done away with rap. Now he's a neo soul R&B singer now. Like people are trying their best to distance themselves from hip hop because they feel like it's a dying industry. They feel like there's no money in it. Um and those people, honestly, we need to do away with those people because those aren't the people that hip hop should be consisted of. Like those people need to go. They need to go. Kendrick and Doja. If she wasn't in them racial chat rooms showing feet, I might be here for it. For real. Her song sounds like the music they should have played on Willy Wonka. CC Terrell finally found my community. Hey girl. What's up, cousin? Elegant Pace, I remember her. Okay, cool. I'm glad y'all remember her. I agree with Tiffany Shante. Kendrick Doja would work. I think they would make a good song together, but you know, Doja is a little weird. Oh yeah, Wow Sisterhood of Hip Hop on Weed. That's a throwback. Yeah, I used to like that show. Bia, I wasn't Bia on that show. I think Bia was on that show, or was that the other girl, Lakia? One of them. I always get Bia and Lakia confused for some reason. I don't know. They kind of look like each other to me. I don't like Nicki Never Have, like Aubrey overrated and hateful. Turns out I was right. I like the old Wayne though. Yeah, old Wayne was fire. Hustler Music is one of my favorite songs ever. Maybe something was wrong with me, but I didn't like Drake, Nicki, or J. Cole. Well, to be honest, I didn't listen to a lot of people's faves, and I didn't even know J. Cole had a feature ride. Forever Blessed. So, nah, nothing is wrong with you. Um, Personally, I've never been a fan of Drake. Like, I can acknowledge if there's a good song, of course, like any other person, but I was never a fan of Drake. I've always found him to be very weird. Nicki Minaj, like I said, I like the early Nicki Minaj mixtape. Nicki Minaj, that's she was more enjoyable than J. Cole. I wouldn't say that I've been a fan of J. Cole. I wouldn't call myself a fan of him. I respected his pen for the most part. I have a few of his songs on my Apple Music um history. But I've never like been a big fan of either one of them. Um and then too as well, like a lot of my favorite music consisted of old school music. Like I love to listen to old school R&B music, old school hip hop music. I grew up on Jay-Z. Like my mother's favorite rapper was Jay-Z. Jada Kiss, my favorite rapper. Kendrick Lamar. First time I've ever seen Kendrick Lamar was I think 2013, I think that was at Summer Jam. When I was still living in Jersey. And ever since then, favorite rappers. If you ask me my top three is no order: Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, and Jadakiss, and Little Kim. Those are my favorite rappers. Um, and then of course there's Beyonce. Brandy is in my top five for sure of R&B singers. Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans is in there. Like I like older music, even Ashanti's in there. Ashanti got some classics under her belt. So a lot of the rap stuff, like Young Money, when it was popping, I was not listening to that shit. I was not listening to that shit. Even when I was watching 106 in Park, when certain shit would come on, I would mute the TV because I don't want to listen to that bullshit. I don't. Music was terrible. I'm glad people remember her because I'll be thinking like I'm the only person who remember this girl. She was fire. I don't know what happened. Reaching like jalopy with these tapes, but we need Kenny and Doshi. That's it. Shut up. I'm so tired of you. Always coming in here judging what we got going on. That man said reaching like jalopy. Jalopy love to reach. He love a good reach. Um Him and Young M.A. don't need a song together. Goddamn. Tough crowd, tough crowd. That's why it's so meaningful when Kendrick says hip hop will always be here. Exactly. One thing about Kendrick, he's always going to represent hip hop. He's always going to talk about the culture, needing to be on the forefront and giving his flowers. Like Chains and Whips. Literally just gave a shout out to Rakim, always acknowledging the greats and those who came before him, being a student, doing the homework, doing the research. West Coast artist, but isn't afraid to give it up for the New York legends. But then here you go, you got niggas talking about, oh, the culture is just it's just a buzzword now. Oh, the culture is just a buzzword now because the culture is holding you responsible for your actions and the shit that you do, the bullshit that you do. Now you don't fuck with the culture. Now you don't care about the culture. It's so easy to dismiss and throw away the culture when you don't come from the culture, when you weren't actually raised in the culture. So it's easy for you to dismiss it and turn your back on it when it's no longer beneficial for you, J. Cole. You are full of shit. You are full of shit. Jay-Z, I love you too, but you also full of shit. Talking about battle rap is not needed no more. The fuck you mean it ain't needed no more? Did you think that when you were battling? You done had about 10 battles. You need to understand what this shit is. Instead of talking about the pillars and how it no longer existing, why don't you invest in making sure the pillars come back? You investing in fucking K-pop demon hunters and shit. Invest in your own backyard. How about that? Sean Corey Carter, don't fucking piss me off. And again, I understand what you mean about stan culture. I get it because the stan culture is disgusting out here in these streets. Stan culture is nasty. Trust me, I know. I have been on the end of stan culture for the last 2 years. I get harassed on Twitter. I get harassed on YouTube. I get harassed on Instagram. I get harassed on fucking Reddit. In my email, I get it. I understand what stan culture is. But that ain't enough for me to fold and give up the important aspects of hip hop. And I get it. I guess your rendition or the stan culture that you're experiencing is probably a little different in comparison to me because I'm just a girl on YouTube running her mouth in her spare time. I get it. And you're Jay-Z, a billionaire, and people are putting rape allegations on you and shit like that. I understand it's a little different, so you probably feel a little different. But understand what people are saying about Drake has nothing to do with you. So there's no reason for you to feel sympathy because that's what I think this is at the end of the day. I think I think Drake probably, Jay-Z probably sees how easy it is for stan culture to turn you into something that you are not. And I think Jay-Z understands and he sees what's happening to Drake. But the difference between Jay-Z is that you actually fought in court and you were actually able to prove that this is nothing more than extortion. You were able to prove that versus Drake, whereas we have him on camera kissing a 17-year-old. We have him, or we have Millie Bobby Brown admitting that this man is texting her 30 years old and she's 13, and he's telling her how much he misses her and about boys and shit. And she's on random boats and shit with him in the middle of the night. We have the proof of those things. So y'all situation is not the same. So don't try to combine them into one and having sympathy. I'm not trying to hear that shit. So you told me something, oh, I don't think we need battling anymore. Nigga, I'm about to dish you next. How about that? Doja gave me a jump scare on her eye. Doja Cat is crazy because I opened TikTok one day and her video randomly came up on my For You page and she's like literally standing there and looking in the camera, and next thing you know she's jumping with her pussy into the camera. Like, why are you doing that, Doja? Like, you're a fucking nutcase. Isn't being a rapper and artist though? I don't know why they keep saying all of that. Exactly. Exactly. Being a rapper is an art form. The fact that y'all don't even, as black people, don't even acknowledge rap as being a specific art form or you being considered an artist shows that you don't really understand what it is that you're partaking in. You don't understand at all. Finally, someone else says they want rap, hip hop, R&B gone from the hands of black. Meanwhile, K-pop, UK singers singing R&B and thriving. 100%, Carmen. 100%. The other day, I saw a compilation of a bunch of K-pop groups. I don't know if it was the same group, but it's a whole bunch of different groups. And they're literally singing songs that have the same cadence of older popular hip hop and R&B songs. And you can tell it's the same songs from back in the day, but they just reworked it to a modern sound. And I'm like, how is that how is that ethical? How is that okay? That y'all are willing to accept hip hop. Y'all are willing to accept R&B as long as it's not from black people. It low key reminds me of back in the day when black artists used to create music, create songs, and then white people go remake a watered down white version of it. That's exactly what K-pop is. And then you will have people in the comment section saying, oh no, they're not copying off of black people. Fuck you. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not doing it. Nope. I'm not doing it. Okay, it was Bia. Shout out to Bia. Bia going through it right now. Every night, sold out crowd, screaming or not screaming that they don't know you and they don't know if you have 5 songs in your discography. That literally has to suck. That has to suck. Bia getting the Drake treatment right now. Kendrick on tour performing Not Like Us. Cardi on tour performing Pretty and Petty as fuck. Like, and then Cardi was just in Boston, where Bia is from, and they won the challenge. If I was Bia, I would never perform in Boston ever again. Ever again. You would never ever get me to book a performance in Boston. Because why would y'all disrespect me like that? That is so fucked up. That is so fucked up. Jay better pull a TI and cut that hair to get his mind right and get a girlfriend or something. She didn't get a girlfriend or something. Do not play with Beyonce. Hey Rita, girl, I got introduced to Doja from the racist chest where she was showing her feet. So I don't care if yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not too much of a fan of Doja. Like, I can acknowledge that she's very talented. She's a decent a good performer. I honestly think she's like in the top 5 right now of female um rap performers. I think I got Doechii first. Um, I think I got Megan second. No, actually, I got Doechii first. Damn, Doechii first, Doja second, Megan Thee Stallion third. Then I got Cardi B, and then I got Rico Nasty. Rico Nasty don't even get the props that she deserves. But Doja Cat is definitely a great performer. Her music is like iffy to me. Um, I'm not personally downloading it or buying it or anything like that. But yeah, I can't get over the racial chat rooms. Um, her getting in relationship with people who have rape allegations and connected to Nazis and all types of shit. Nah, I can't get with it. She's just like Drake. She has a self identity issue, and it has to do a lot with her father, but that ain't enough for you to not come to your senses at your big ass age. I understand your father was a deadbeat. He was absent. He wasn't in your life, but that don't mean you become a coon. That don't mean you self-hate. Like, no. I wonder how Jay-Z felt about Kendrick's Super Bowl message. Did he speak on it or just gave general statements? If I remember correctly, he gave Kendrick a lot of props. I think he said Kendrick Lamar always stands on what he says. He said something like that. He also said that he didn't like how people's wives or family was brought up in stand wars and shit like that. So I mean, he did give props to Kendrick Lamar in the interview, but he didn't say too much. Just general statements, I guess. And he was saying how he was like, why would I have anything to do with Kendrick Lamar's battle versus Drake? He's like, these guys have hated each other for a very, very long time. Like, why do I need to be the reason why these two have gone at it when they have hated each other for a long time? He was saying shit like that. Um, Diarrhea beer. Speaking of cat, I just saw that Cardi B told someone to lick her chair. Maybe they get lucky and her juice on it. I'm good on that. I'm so good on that. I still can't name 5 Bia songs. Me either. Me either. I know that Bia Bia, but that's a sample. That ain't even her song. Yeah, Rico Nasty, that girl. I fuck with Rico Nasty. Uh, Mac Wop Air Cole out. Yeah. Wop is hilarious. I told him whenever I go to LA, I'm gonna come through to the Apollo and sit on a red couch. Mac Wop is hilarious. That's my guy. For real. He told us about that leather thong. Mac Wop aired Cole out as an insecure bully. If Cole stayed, it would have been 2v1, and Cole wasn't confident in his pen when collabing with Dot. Oh, yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. We knew that. J. Cole is very insecure. Hmm. Uh, you told Mac Wop you're friends with him. Yeah. Mac Wop be in here sometimes. Mac Wop done gave me a whole drop on his channel. For my channel. He come in the chat sometimes when he not busy. Um, Mac Wop is crazy. Actually, I got 2 drops from Mac Wop. The leather thong is crazy. Like that shit is ridiculous. um, I can't believe you read that. Oh my god, I'm sorry, but I didn't think you would. Next time I will trigger warning. I love Mac. Yeah, I read all the comments. Wait, what did you say? I can't remember. Hold up. Let me go back. What did you say? Oh, about Cardi. Glasses Malone is TDE's anger translator when it comes to Cole, since TDE has a business relationship with Dreamville. Glasses got his own damn anger. So how he gonna be somebody's anger translator? That nigga be tripping too. Shout out to Glasses. Me and Glasses got like a love and hate relationship. Yeah, Mac a real one. Mac is Wop is definitely a real one. He funny as fuck. Mac Wop's thumbnail of Diddy and Cole fight room. Yeah, somebody posted it in the Discord. He's crazy. Oh, happy 2-year anniversary, y'all. Y'all got till April 7th to get y'all shit together. Ain't this forever blessed? Ain't this is this the day that J. Cole apologized? I think so, right? I think this is the day he apologized. Let me look it up real quick. Hold on. Uh
I gotta get these on. I gotta get these on. So look, I want to get this song right now for y'all.
today is April 7th already, Rita.
I want to get this song. You got this mouthful. But at the same time, I also had fear. I had fear that maybe I wouldn't get to where I wanted to go. And so that fear had me moving in an unusual way, right? It had me moving in a way that I damn near was thinking about and listening to people's expectations of me and then responding off of that, right? And around the time I made this song, I had just more of a spiritual alignment. I got more in tune with God, like for the first time in my life, this first time in my life. Man, I can't listen to this. I can't listen to this shit. He did call Nikki stinky butt. If you love Kendrick Lamar, put one hand in there. As do I. uh, what you want, a West Coast? 10, 11, 12, 1. Yeah, West Coast. Yeah, she on the West Coast. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Somebody literally put a compilation together of all the booms. Shit is crazy. Groovy or Tony. Hey, Tony. Y'all love Moni? As do I. Shout out to the cousin. Oh man, that's fucking hilarious, bro. Yeah. Called that lady stinky butt. I can't. Oh my god. He do, and just be unprovoked for no reason. For no fucking reason. Like I can't believe I can't believe he said I got a call. Oh no, he said he was told that he was gonna get dissed. He waited up at night, heard the diss, didn't find it disrespectful until he got a call and where somebody told him to push the button. And then he ran to the booth and said all the stuff that he said, produced it, got it mastered and mixed and uploaded it. And then he automatically regretted it. I can't take Cole serious at all. I really can't. I really cannot take this man serious. Nothing about him. Because I'm gonna head out. We got 3 hours in. I didn't realize we were gonna be on here this long, but I appreciate y'all hanging around, chilling with me for these 3 hours. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all night. Thank you so much to everybody who contributed to the goal of the channel, like the video, commented and contributed into the comment section. Thank y'all so much. Um, I will talk to y'all again tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to go live every day this week. Um, and we can just have random conversations because I don't know if shit gonna be popping off. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Y'all be safe. If you're not in a Discord, come join the Discord and come hang out with us. Appreciate y'all, love y'all. Y'all be safe, and I'll holla at y'all later.